Hi everyone, I'm here to talk to you about my project that I did last semester on current conditions on the Bronx River Greenways. It's a map that I created on Google Maps to embed in a story I did when I was reporting for my RW1 class. And basically, the story had to do with conditions on these greenway paths, which are also known as pedestrian paths in the Bronx. They were just really terrible, not the best things to ride your bikes on or walk on. And my story had to do with community advocates advocating with the Department of Transportation and City Planning in New York City to improve these pedestrian paths. And so I thought to myself, how can I best tell this story? And I thought that creating a map would be an ideal way to do that, simply because visually it would help people to see what the conditions were, and they could actually see also from a more macro perspective the exact locations on the map in the Bronx. So I knew that Google Maps had this feature, and if you go to maps.google.com, there are videos that tell you how to create your own map. And I decided to spend a Saturday basically going around to the different locations in the Bronx where I wanted to pinpoint on this map. Excuse me. And that's what you can see here. So at each location, I took a picture with my DSLR, and then I dropped a pin on my iPhone to remember that location, and I later emailed that pin to myself. Excuse me. And so when I came back to my computer, when I was reporting my story, writing everything together, I took all these different points that I had emailed myself and I inputted them onto the Google Map. In Google Maps, you can see if you click edit, you can type in your own title, description, decide whether to make it public or private. And I labeled every point with the intersection name or street name and just gave it a little bit of a description to describe the area. And I'm sorry. With my photos, I decided to upload them all onto Flickr. And if you look here, you can click HTML, edit HTML on each little point, and there's a place for you to embed the code from Flickr so that you can put in your own photo. And at the end, I just put my own name, Sonia Paul for the Bronx Inc., and click OK. And that's how I was able to piece everything all together. And then, of course, there's this little line that I drew at the very end to connect all the dots. But really, this story had to do with me just going around, taking photos, emailing myself pins that I dropped on my iPhone, and then just being patient on a computer with Google Maps at the end. It's really not that complicated, but it just requires a little bit of patience and trial and error. So if you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me, and thank you for listening.